How to put $1,000 to work investing is, at its heart, a game of small steps. You build a stock bit by bit, not all at once. Find out where your $1,000 will give you the most return. Dealing with debt and saving money for emergencies. The best sure return is always to pay off debt. When you pay off your debt faster, you save on interest, which is risk-free. So the boring answer to, how should I invest $1,000? Is always pay off your debts first. Even if you don't have any debt, it's a good idea to save the $1,000 in a high-yield savings account for an emergency fund. This will make it less likely that you'll have to take on debt in the future. In real life, though, there are many ways to end up spending while still owing money. Most of the time, these scenarios are based on smart choices, like taking advantage of an employer's matching contribution to a retirement account or saving for a cost that will come up in the future, like a child's college education. Simple and different for not much money. For the vast majority of people who want to spend $1,000, the best option has to be easy, low risk, and low cost in terms of fees. If we want a good return, we need to lower the risk by putting our money in different places. And the best way to do that is with funds that have low or no fees. Invest $1,000 in an ETF or an index fund. Exchange-traded funds and index funds are great ways to invest with a small amount of money. These funds are also good options because they are easy to understand. In a few lines, you can find out everything you need to know about an ETF or index fund, such as what it holds, if it has any fees, and how much it costs. You can also use our list of the best brokers for ETFs to find the best broker to buy ETFs from. Index funds are a passive way to invest in the market as a whole through the big indices. ETFs, on the other hand, can give you more options to build your portfolio. With $1,000, you can buy ETFs that have different levels of risk. For example, you could put $250 into a higher risk ETF that focuses on growth, $250 into a yield ETF, and the final $500 into a bond ETF. Or you can change the order or put everything into the growth ETF. It all depends on how much time you have and how willing you are to take risks. Invest $1,000 in a target date fund. Target date funds are similar to ETFs in that they offer a wide range of investments, but they are easier to use than making your own ETFs. A target date fund may have a higher price ratio than a basic ETF, but you won't have to worry as much about moving your money or rebalancing the portfolio over time. Target date funds aren't as likely to be actively handled as other types of funds, and fees are higher for actively managed funds. Invest $1,000 in low-risk debt instruments. Most of the time, the funds listed above have higher risk and return rates than debt instruments. If keeping your $1,000 safe is more important to you than making it grow, debt loans may be the best choice. The least exciting ways to put $1,000 are in treasury assets, certificates of deposit, and savings bonds. They do, however, have a very low risk and a small gain. There are bond options from companies that have much higher interest rates, and there are also bond exchange-traded funds, ETFs. But both of these take a lot more study and a lot more risk than putting $1,000 in a U.S. Treasury bond. In addition to being safe, income from Treasury bonds is not subject to state and local taxes. However, given the low rate of return, this is not exactly a huge tax break.
Hello, Kazillionaires. Do you enjoy this video so far? If so, don't forget to click the like button. Subscribe and click the notification button if you want more daily updates on building wealth, personal finance, and achieving financial independence. Now back to the video.
Put $1,000 into just one stock. Now we'll talk about some investments you wouldn't tell your grandparents to make. You have to be willing to take on more risk and do a lot more study, but you could make a lot more money with your $1,000. This is for someone who loves to shout, "I'm all in," while playing poker. With $1,000, you can buy one stock through an online exchange at a fair price. During the deal, you lose some money, but if you buy the right stock, you can make back many times what you lost. During the last 5 years, there were times when putting $1,000 into Meta, which used to be Facebook, Apple, Netflix, or Google, would double or triple your money. The catch is that you would have to pick the right time to buy and sell, and you would already have to have made those profits. Still, studying a stock and putting $1,000 into it can work out. Of course, it's also possible to lose money or make less money than if you had invested in an ETF that included the same stock. With $1,000, you can trade options and Forex. When it comes to investing $1,000, there's a big difference between can and should. You can open an online options or Forex trading account with $1,000. And yes, you can use that money to make a lot of money in a short amount of time, but you shouldn't do something just because you can. Forex and/or options trading is the most risky and likely to cause you to lose all your money in a short amount of time out of all the trades we've looked at. There are, of course, many people who can take $1,000 and, using their knowledge with different trade techniques, get good returns while keeping their risks in check. Some people probably got lucky and tripled their money by trading currencies on a hunch. Still, many of these players have probably already lost $1,000 or more while learning their trade. Before you risk your hard-earned money on these kinds of dealing, at least try them out with simulations. In conclusion, even though it's not a lot of money, $1,000 is a good amount to spend. With many of the choices we looked at, especially ETFs, you can start saving with as little as $50 or even $20 every month. It's worth saying again that trading is a game of small steps. Most likely you won't go from having $1,000 to being rich with just one investment. Instead, putting away $1,000 can move you toward financial security and help you learn more about money at the same time.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button. Subscribe and click the notification button if you want more daily updates on building wealth, personal finance, and achieving financial independence. And remember, the world is yours.